All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, double honors to the head apostles and the elders of the great millstone, swarm to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, the believers. So yeah, we back out here once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. As you can see, we're accompanied with the Akim, the beloved Mobile, as well as my Huntsville brothers. The spirit allowed us to come together one to do this work. And you know, there's a saying amongst us, you know, the faces and the places might change, but the message is the same. And the message is what, man? America will be destroyed, man. In which that's a foreign concept to the people. That's an out there concept. Why they acclimated to this place, man. They can't see past this replica of reality. I wish that the book of 2 Peter, the first chapter, they cannot far off. Now, when you go into that word, where it's a phrase right there, far off, it means to see only what is near. So when you're confronted with the idea of a world to come outside of it, you're taken by it. And pretty much this links you to the time of Noah. Remember, matter of fact, what's that, Matthew 24? Matthew 24 and 35, I believe. Yahweh Shai compared this time to the time of Noah, the parallels of the old world. And why was that? Right, I believe around it. What did it say? Matter of fact, the 37. It's 37. Right? Yeah, bring it up.
All right. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, verse 37. Mm-hmm. But as the days of Noah were.
Right, and these are the words of Yahweh Shai, man. So you see here where he's mentioning the old world. Yep. And we can see the parallels, right? In which Yahweh Shai is going to outline. Come on, Al.
Yep. It says, but as the days of Noah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey, somebody do me a favor. Look up Northy bias. Because that's the vibration here in the West. Yep. In the particular America, man. They have become accustomed to this system. Mm-hmm. And that was the case in the old world. And that's why Yahweh is making mention of it. Come on, Al.
It says, for as in the days of Noah, before the flood, they were eating and drinking.
Right. They were eating and drinking, man. This is what's on display in America, Babylon the Great. You got apps, Grubhub, right? DoorDash. Yeah. A nigga eat for every occasion, yeah. It's driven by your emotions. A nigga died, right? Somebody graduated. You eat a born, right? It gets me. What y'all eat, you know?
My Lord said I would not smell their feast days.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that shit can grow. It says, for as in the days of Noah, for as in the days that were before the flood,
right,
they were eating and drinking and marrying.
And marrying. Right? When you go into the concept of marrying, it means to join. What you have today, these day apps, you could hook up with anybody. You could join with anybody now. Right? The avenue has been open for, you know, these women, they can fulfill their lust, and even these creeps. We speak about it a lot. You got sites dedicated to niggas who got a thing for gerbils and right? And you might be taking myself, oh, that's a little out there. But hold up, this is what you get when the wicked is in power, man. Come on,
It says, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And knew not until the flood came.
Right, and knew not. Somebody get that in the blue up off the shop. Pick up that. You might be afraid. Knew not. You got something to bring it up. You got that north guy? Matter of fact, hold that. We're going to get
This is Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 27. It says, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesied of the times that are. So they pretty much don't have the awareness of what's really taking place, man. They don't see things through the testimony of Yahweh Shai to actually see these prophecies arising throughout the earth. So that's why they have that mindset. These things are for their grandchildren. This is gonna happen once they die and go to heaven. You know, that's their mindset.
Right.
It said, therefore say unto them, thus said the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken spoken shall be done, said the Lord power. So this is the time when the famine, you know, the beast, the teeth of wild beasts, the captivity, ultimately the destruction. This is that moment the Lord been talking about the whole time. But you see, in the time where people are not really aware, there's not a sense of urgency with these people, man. You know.
Hey, that's why the Lord, through his left hand, he used Esau, who is a cunning hunter, to set up the perfect scenario, a system in which snares you. It snares and entangles the attention of the people. Right? You can't ponder on the testimony of Yahweh here unless you're in a particular spirit.
You got to be ordained.
You got to be ordained, because everything else is going to serve as distractions. Right? Those pitfalls and snares. When you read Proverbs, the 4th chapter, it say, "Keep thy eye single." You got that? That's the spirit. Come on.
One of the philosophies of this motherfucking world, man.
Right.
Destroy you.
Yep.
Because these scriptures is basically locking into a woman.
Right.
So feel.
Right.
Yeah, having our eyes single.
Support with the statement the brother made. This is like a woman. Right? So you have other women as distractions. That's those doctrines. I want to say that's Proverbs. Is that Proverbs 7? Speaks about the women flattering her lips. All right, come on.
It's in the book of Numbers, chapter 25, and I started reading. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the first angel of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay every one of his men that will join unto Baal Peor. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses.
Right, so somebody brought a foreign woman in the sight of Moses, which that was an account, but we know spiritually, strange women and foreign women is what? Doctrines, concepts and ideas that's not in harmony. The testimony of Yahweh. Come on,
And in the sight of all the congregation.
and in the sight of all the congregation, and you had that today. Because there's rarely anything that can get by us. A nigga said we'll be here for 1,000 years. Guess that you brought a strange woman in.
If I want to add to what you said, precept you just brought out, that backed it up, because that's what I was going to mention. Due to the prophecies that we seeing coming to pass, it's no way we're going to be here another 1,000 years. Everything we teaching is false. You know what I'm saying? America ain't Babylon the Great, because they ain't going to be here another 1,000 years. There's no possible way, man.
Yeah, even the roadways serve as testament of that. How many times you gonna ride over that pothole? You ain't got 1,000 years, man.
And most kingdoms don't last for 300.
That's right, Spawn. Yep.
That means another one got to be introduced.
That's right.
Maybe that's Babylon the Great.
Going to you said, rolling over those potholes, they go back to Acts 14 chapter. It speaks about the worm is spread up under these.
Yeah.
So when a system falls, it usually falls through its infrastructure first.
Right.
And we all know, like you just said, this place fucked up. The road's fucked up everywhere you go, man.
That happened with the ancient Romans.
Yeah, America's infrastructure grade. This is
It's gun. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Rated a D.
G-minus.
Gun. What? It was a D minus. What you think it is now?
Right.
Yeah.
Zero.
Right.
Come on, huh?
Oh, well, that's the whore wrinkling.
Right.
She was a desire.
Yeah. Nobody want that bitch.
Right. Nobody wanted no more. Oh, that's Isaiah 24, that no man shall come in.
Yeah.
Right? So nobody want to enter into the whore, because desire it anymore. Look at her streets. They wrinkled.
What is that? Fat ass turns to flat.
Slabs, the titty turns to
Teardrops turns.
teardrops.
Yeah, teardrops.
Teeth drops.
Sell it for 100, now she got to sell it for 40.
Yeah, but she trying to pay you all that too, you know? Right. She trying to get you over to the house. Or she trying to get you over there and drink her that cup.
That shit ain't even reasonable.
Because 1,000 is right. Like, $500 versus 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That rock the simple back to sleep like
Oh,
our
yeah,
people
yeah,
are sheep,
yeah.
like those who know the truth, and that give you a reason to, oh shit, you listen to the chief, you know, you go, oh shit, we got another 1,000 years by the way.
This is the book of Ezekiel 11:2. Then said he unto me, Son of man, these are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in this city, which say it is not near. Let us build houses. This city is the contrary, and we be the flesh. And that's the spirit he comes in, saying it is not near. Meaning that destruction, man. Meaning our deliverance. You know, so he telling you to sit tight. You know, open another savings account, go and invest in a damn food truck. You know, what they call it, generational wealth. Right. We're gonna be here another 1,000 fucking years.
They're going to the scripture that you read, man. That sounds like a 2/3, man. The vision that you prophesied is a far off, man. No, this vision is just for right now, man. Right in our lifetime, man. This is not a far off, man. Like you brought up, prudent man foreseeth. It's going to be prudent, man.
And that's like going back into the mind.
They'll let you know you've been in Babylon too fucking long. Right. The scriptures is our measuring stick. Like you said, he ain't measuring the time diligently. The scriptures give you. That's the measuring stick. So you can support the measurement of what you measure, man. Due to the scriptures.
It don't take 1,000 years to make a chip.
No, it don't.
It don't take 1,000 years to make a difference. You got small cities.
Right.
That shit already out.
It's already out. People already got them. They already use them.
And scripture say, at the end, it shall speak in that.
That's it.
Well, it don't take us 1,000 years to come up with Hebrew names and a system. It don't take that long, man.
Right.
Hey, if I may, what they gonna do with the business for those 1,000
Right. That's right.
The warhead don't work no more.
Right.
I got some real quick that I got up. It's for the Proverbs 10, verse 27. It says, the fear of the Lord prolong the days.
Well, hold up. Here in Proverbs 10. Jump up, we're going to read down to that. Hey, because, right, yeah, show them where to go. Yeah, because, really, Solomon, that's Yahushua, man. Hey, because Yahushua talked about America being destroyed, when you pay attention. Remember he made the statement, the lilies of the field, that is good as day and dawn, and the love and the marvel. He's talking about the destruction, man. Come on,
Yeah, this is the book of Proverbs 10, and I'm starting at verse 24. It says, the fear of the Lord we've been
codes, everything go your way, man. That's why we say the body all by yourself. Because everybody else ain't been given this truth.
Right.
That shit's scary.
Yeah, I think too, right? It's fearful. You see Trump's reaction to this. Like, oh, man, don't talk about that shit, man. Right?
You don't have no rights.
Yeah, you got no right to say we don't. That was spiritual, man.
Yeah, that was spiritual.
Yeah, he been played. They dream and they proud, man. They not gonna concede, but they gonna fight against the how about spell. So they might receive dreams. No, they see the prophets.
You got some on that, brother?
Got a little bit more.
Let's read it again from the top.
Got the Proverbs 10 verse 24. The fear of the wicked shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted.
Like these 2/3. Oh, shoot that shit. What is that shit? This nigga, this don't deliver. You know what I'm saying?
And that goes to what you just said, though. Everybody can't see it. Everybody can't see it. That's why we blessed.
Yo.
You can see that our expectation and the fear of the wicked, it really go hand in hand.
Right.
Us winning, we don't need that. Vice versa, we don't need him.
Right.
Jacob and Esau. And we've been going into this, like we've been going into that lately, man. Giving you you consider opposing forces. Like the setting is a game, like in the stadium. Everybody in the stadium not room for the same team. Right? It might just be one guy that room for the other. Just say it ain't that. Somebody on the staff. And the motherfucking niggas killing with the medical niggas. So when I dump the ball, they excited. Right? The other motherfuckers. So somebody got to be excited about the Mills coming. Somebody got to be excited about the family.
Right.
See that?
I got one. This back in the brother Brock in the NLT, Ezekiel 2 and verse 2. The Spirit said to me, Son of man, these are the men who are planning evil and giving wicked counsel in this city, and say to the people, is it not a good time to build houses? This city is like an iron pot.
For example, here, they talk about Nazareth.
Right,
You said everything cool, let's just chill out.
Right.
You know?
Niggas trying to build an apartment complex. It's like, you got
And the scripture speaks about you filleting the skin off of the
That's
fish,
it.
man.
Right.
That's what they doing. You got it, bro.
I know, but you call them a permanent American.
Right, that's it.
what they trying to come into.
That's it.
Permanent American.
A PA, baby. Permanent American. And that's what's going to happen. Those that take that mark, and basically those that don't fear. Remember we talked about last week? The Most High loves your hate for this place. Right. And those that love this place, he hates you. And if you got love for this place, you're a PA, man. You're a permanent American, man.
You for Team Esau.
What is it? The red Edomite Eagle.
Red Mount Eagle.
Yeah, the red Mountain Seer Eagles.
And they're going to prove it taking that digital home.
Yeah, that's it.
They want to be a slave. They want to be a slave forever, man.
Love their master.
So a little, it's like it's a little more. This city is like an iron pot. We are safe inside it like meat in a pot.
You having generational wealth. Exactly. Yeah, that's the problem. The right terminology. This generation is cooked, right?
It's cool.
You niggas, you love America, the Lord gonna leave you here. And melt you.
Great melting pot.
Right.
He said, look, we safe inside of these walls. Right? But the scripture speaks about, remember King David said, oh, did I have wings? Somebody get that one. Oh, did I have wings? Right? Because when you read in that, it speaks about leaving out of the city. Because the mindset of the city is to function as one. Right? That's why even Solomon, he spoke to he spoke to the rivers. He said the rivers, they come and they go. Right? You see that here in Babylon. That's what the traffic is, the flow of traffic. So that's the water. Right? You just come into here, you just going back and forth. just a fucking maze. You're in the wilderness. That's why Solomon says that. The rivers, he says vexation, because they go this way and they come this way and they keep going. Right? But you got to detach from that matrix. And that one came. Let's get that real quick. Right. Because water, who's he saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like water,
That takes the form of everything. So the flow, the rivers, the waters, the people, they just in sync. They have come as Esau, a vessel of dishonor. You see? Right, yeah, come on.
God, the book of Psalm 55 and 6. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove.
Right, and it's going to get to that point.
Psalms 55 and 6. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove. But then would I fly away and be at rest.
See that? Go ahead. Continue.
It says, lo, then would I wander far off.
Be outside of the mindset of the city. So the wilderness is outside of this structure. Hey, what happened with his ministry? Which wasn't in they performed the ordinances in the temple. That was the tradition. And whereas John went out into the wilderness. See, so this is a realm. That's why we so far into the city folk. The people who function under Esau, they ride by some guys, man, incense smoke. Right? Dusty signs.
Conform to this world.
Right, far into this world, man. You look Islamic-y, like I was telling the brothers. You come up Islamic-y to these people. But that's the east. Oh, the scripture saying as far as the east is from the west. Take 1,000 years either. That's the thing. It don't take 1,000 years for a famine, man. Look how tedious this walk is. Everything is so long. And then fuck you gonna be here 1,000 years. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Really, he look at us as, basically, we come in the spirit of body. Hey, man, we the 2,000 years, like, looking for that coming. If it don't come, we gonna still push. But this is the Jake to tell you, hey, it ain't coming at all, man. We asking today. We looking for something, man. If I could, Bob Prashad.
And that's what hope is. What's the sun? What's faith? Beautiful.
Right.
So the thing hope for is this thing. says hope deferred. Deferred means to be prolonged. And our hope is being prolonged, man. So it makes the heart what? Sick. And the heart goes back to the Hebrew word law, which means our mind, man. So everything starts in the mind. Right? So our mind is sick. Sick meaning what? We're sick in this place. Right? We're sick of wickedness. We hate this place. That's that hope that's being deferred. Go ahead, bro.
But when the desire comes,
What's our desire? I think brother said it earlier. We desiring to see our Lord, man. We love to see his coming, man.
prophecy.
That's right.
Prophecy
That's it.
popping
That's
off.
it.
That's our desire coming. Of course, it ain't. It's just more. Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So that's what the prophet's about, man. To warn you. The Lord ain't finna send the prophets to come down and give you a compliment. You know, tell you you're doing well, man. No, the Lord sent forth his prophets to warn you, you know. And you have these false prophets to give you that false sense of security, man. You know? Oh, why you think Samuel, they feared Samuel when he came into the city? They just scared him, just too scared of him. He was a real prophet. He spoke to him, he came back.
looking at their heads and shit, and the water falling out the sky, because that was a phenomenon, so to speak. That never happened, man. Because the Lord never made it rain until that part.
So like to back and saying Isaiah 6 that the people gonna be blinded until destruction comes. Just like in the days of Noah when it started raining. The nukes.
That's it. Yeah, that's
Seeds be wasted.
It looks like that.
I had a little bit more on this. On Second Peter 3 and verse 4, it says, in saying, where is the promise of his coming? Since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they are willingly ignorant.
And they had that saying, I heard this 30 years ago. You know? So how much more the niggas back then that never seen rain? You know, back then they had no feel for it. But now you got actually missiles on the scene.
Yeah.
You got the ingredients for a famine to happen. You got the ingredients for the teeth of wild beasts. Everything here for these plagues to let loose. But the Lord blinded them, man. You know?
It says, for this they are willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High the heaven were of old, and the earth standing out of the water in the water. So basically, this is going back into what brother was just talking about, how before the flood came in, it says they were willingly ignorant. So here it is, the rain was coming down, like the brothers that went into a week's back. Here it is, the rain was coming down. The rain was coming down, and you know, it was certain Jakes that possibly wanted to get in the right spirit, but the spirit of Jake asked Jake do. Jake started making jokes, probably started making TikToks, making a joke until what? That water didn't go down. It didn't saturate into the ground anymore. It kept rising. All of a sudden, it's a flash flood. Oh, it's bigger than a flash flood now. It's a monsoon to the point now it's a global catastrophe. You see? It's levels to it, man.
With the ark, the instructions only came with 8 seats.
Right.
So them niggas couldn't look. If you set up where they could get right,
It's already ordained. Right. Yeah, because when the Most High does his deliverance, if you notice, even in time past, according to now, there's always a small number that get delivered. It's very specific. That's right. He ain't coming for everybody. He already knows. It's already preordained.
Yeah, like John 3 and 16 is not all inclusive. This is exclusive, man. It excludes a certain number of people.
Right.
Yeah. And that's 2/3 of the people that he have no fucking choice. But they excluded off the top. You know what I'm saying?
I got Luke 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars.
So like you read that again, bro.
Luke 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. And
If I may, you had the planet parade.
No, I'm going to talk right now. That's spirit.
That was last
That's
So
it.
if I may, these are you going to it. Your house shot really giving us symptoms to the downfall of an empire, man. These are the different symptoms, just like you see the constipation, pale skin, eyes dilated, whatever.
Lost all his cow.
Want me to get limited?
God.
The physician.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
position.
The spirit of the physician is diagnosing. We know that this place coming to an end.
Right.
Like the brother said, the symptoms.
Right.
We going in on we closing in on the blood moon for the Passover.
Right. First one.
Right? And that happened when the time that happened at the Lord. They called it in the scripture they said the moon was red as blood, something like that. That was the blood moon.
Hey, if I may add, another sign that's in the sky, man, we see the vehicles of our salvation, the chariot. So that
That is the first hastening the day.
That's it.
Because Noah, he believed the report that was given to him. And it saved his soul and his family, man. So it's the same thing with the men that believe today. We believe the report that was given to us by the men that was established in this generation, man. And that's why we bring out this word today, because we expect our Lord to return and deliver us out of this pit and this
Behold, but the point is at 52, right? Behold, I show you a mystery. So everybody don't know, everybody got eyes, but what is this mystery that the Lord has, right?
Who has the mystery been given to? Right.
We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. I've seen niggas die, man. But that's a scary saying when a man, Lord willing, we be at that number when the Jake tell you, all right, nah, nigga, you gonna die. Don't plan on it this time. Because we know the time of the prophets being put to death. Hey, it's gonna be a couple of examples, but I don't plan on dying this time, man.
Right.
Because the scriptures are speaking towards this.
Sometimes saying, there's some in this council, we shall not taste of death.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye.
Can I add real quick? When you read 1 Corinthians, the 1 Corinthians 15, I think, around by the 50th verse, it speaks about flesh and blood cannot inherit. Oh, that's where you at?
You got to put out. You got to put that corruption out.
Exactly.
You got to put that corruption out.
That's
put
it.
Incorruption.
That's it.
Like
I read it in the NLT. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 50. What I am saying, dear brothers and sisters, is that our physical bodies cannot inherit the kingdom of God.
Right.
These dying bodies cannot inherit what will last forever.
Right. But those chariots, like this body can't go up inside chariot. Flesh and blood, you know?
So I'll read back.
And now they too slightly going back that flesh, because it begins with a thought that order of thoughts is flesh.
Right.
You know, not having them carnal thoughts. That's even the process to get to the. Yeah, you gotta have that mindset to even get to the chariot.
Right. Oh, the scripture say that these are they put off the water.
Right. Yeah, that was
Put off the water. Okay.
Yeah. You gotta put the water off. Immortality. You gotta put the corruptible off and put on incorruptible.
Right. It starts with the doctrine.
Yeah, come.
Then it physically manifests.
Yep. Into the flesh.
Twinkle of an eye. The Lord ain't gonna even leave your body. Your body gonna change to another thing.
Yeah.
Who was that? Apostle Paul, when he said, who? Brothers to help them. That's it. Exactly. That's it. That's it. Right. Save you from the body.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's right. Romans the 7th chapter, because it was all about the conflict of the inner man, which is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua against the flesh.
Right. The change.
The change. came back in 1 Corinthians, talking to them two hard heads, telling them that what? Flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. And like the elder said, we got to be changed. Like the brother said, we got to put off that incorruptible, right? To that corruptible, and then put on the incorruptible.
And that's not as deep as you might think. It's just not coming because that's a new mindset. You can't come into this arena if you still believe, right? That means that you have to be conformed, right? So, and that's the image of your house. You know, so like if I can add that, you got to get the name right, man. It's like, oh, shit, it's like that. You got to learn time that get you late in the game, man. That was fun. It has something to do with that. You got something to do with signs of Christianity. You still got some symptoms of Christianity. As long as the Lord loves you, man.
Exactly.
They bring it back that same old Christianity.
I got Matthew 18 and verse.
So like it real quick, the brother had one.
Yeah, come on.
Real quick. And then we're going to come back to that Proverbs 10 as well.
This the book of Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 3. It say, and shall make him of understanding in the fear of the Lord. Like the elder was saying, right? We ain't got time to play with these people. People come up to me like this, but we ain't gonna argue with you, man. We might call police on your ass if you don't like that. It say, and shall not judge after the sight of his eye and reprove after the hearing of his ear. But the Lord gonna make us a quick understanding. It shouldn't take you forever to understand that the name of the Lord is Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Just like when we first heard those names, like Robert Bell, man. They got to.
You ain't got to break down that. You ain't need to break down that. You're like,
It was just like a void that you had. And you didn't even that void was fulfilled. Fill that gap. Like the brother said, it starts with the name because people say the name is a strong tower, man. We always going to what's up, brother, nephew, but that's not his name. The dad got a specific name.
If I can add real quick, Christian church they say it's power in the name of Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
But really in the Apocrypha
It is. That's one of them deep Christians.
There is power in that name. A lot of people fuck up by that name.
Right.
On the left-hand side. I think that name, Jiba, I think it means earth pig.
Right.
Earth pig. So what type of power is that? And then you ain't even pronouncing that name correct. The J, we went into the J. Wasn't even erected into a certain period of time, and Yahweh Shah walked the earth before the J was even created. You really pronouncing that wrong. Jesus Christos.
Oh, that's why this Babylon.
Exactly.
That's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why this is a city of confusion. Right. Some as simple as the letter. Right. The letter. Just goddamn research that, man.
Because they started with an I, but they just put a hook on it. Exactly. To turn it into a J.
Which the Lord did that. Lord, that English language, that's like a stumbling block.
Let me grab that right quick. Let me grab that. That's the Lord.
This Isaiah 66, and we start at verse 4. I also would choose that delusion.
So this is the definition of delusion. It says characterized by or holding false beliefs or judgments about external reality that are held despite incontrovertible evidence. All of this shit is incontrovertible, man. Let me get the definition of
The
that.
Lord, He chose your path.
Yo, beautiful.
He gave you that path to be a nigga just don't want to Islam.
Yo.
You know, the Lord gave him that. Now you just a nigga that want to be a rapper. That's a path.
Yep.
You know?
Proverbs 20 and 24.
Right.
Man's born, law of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
You can't your own way, man, because
You don't
the
get
potter
taught.
got power over the clay.
Exactly.
You know? And the thing that will form can't say to the thing that
Beautiful,
formed you,
beautiful.
why have you formed me like this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the law of power. But this is the definition of incontrovertible. Not able to deny or dispute it. All of the signs we've been given, man, you can't deny this shit, man. You can't dispute it.
Right.
These are the signs of the time that we living in the last motherfucking seconds or the last minutes or the last hours of the last days, bro. You know, this thing evident to us, man. You know, if it be possible, they would deceive the very elect. This shit impossible, man. Lord willing, we be an old man, man.
Right.
But I'm gonna get the rest of this and say, Isaiah 66. Isaiah 66. Also, to their delusions will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake by mouth of the prophets, they did not hear, but they did evil before my eyes to choose that in which I delighted not. The Lord don't delight in you talk about some goddamn, we got 1,000 more years, man. Right. You're trying to upset the prophecy, man. That's blasphemy. We know by the signs of the time that we don't have that much time left, bro. The microchip is already the fuck out, man. The people that already took brain chip is out now, bro.
Infrastructure.
The infrastructure, bro.
Digital.
Yeah.
One quick verse. That's on the 1,000 years shit. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 14. It reads, the second woe is past. And behold, the third woe coming quickly. 1,000 years ain't quick. You know, how can you drag World War III on this ain't this don't mean, what do you believe? I gotta ask the Lord, what do they really believe if this thing can be prolonged to 1,000 years? You know, the World War II is bad. But it ain't what this ain't talking about World War II. You know, so we got questions, man, and we need answers.
Yeah, because you got the incontrovertible evidence that's showing that World War III is fucking brewing.
Right.
You know, all the nations got nukes.
Test fire.
Yeah, Elon Musk just told Trump, hey, y'all last day coming, you know?
Zelensky.
Yeah, Zelensky, not Elon,
And the
Zelensky.
spirit was like, he was driven, like, you know what I mean? He wasn't even dressed like for the occasion. He just got out the gym. Hey, look, man, coming out. Hey, when I was going,
All the NATO nations was basically using that against America now. So they really, if you look at
you gotta keep it on the move because you slept. Oh shit! I see what NATO. I can see the turn. Because Ukraine, right? Going. What year was it? 15, 14? Trump got the date wrong, but they've been trying to get with the NATO ever since.
right, 2014, 2013, and all that.
So you see the stage really being set, and then we understand the concept of the hooks being in the jaws of Russia. So whatever Putin whatever agreement they down and think they come up with, it's gonna turn drastically because the hook you can be going in the direction of hook symbolize gaming like a kid walking and wandering into traffic. That hook is now a sub.
Like a fish on the line, you just reel them in.
Yeah.
Little by little, but he coming.
When you feel him on the line, and then you know he hit it, and you snap him, he ain't just calmly turn around. No, you snatching him
Snatching
back,
him
and
off,
you got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's going back to that United Soviet Social
USSR.
Right Republic.
Yup.
Right, and that's going into because Russia is huge. That's why we're going to Ezekiel 38. We're going to that great company. We might we're about to go into that, man. Right, the prophecies, because that's a heavy moment. Going back to Russia, all those different countries that fell. I think it was 91.
Yeah.
But then you have with all those countries, Georgia, the Republic of Georgia, right? They're gonna come back, as well as the allies, Libya, Ethiopia, right? Iran, and see Russia. And I was speaking about this earlier, like Libya, for an example. You know, they have a Libyan civil war, and Russia came in there and squashed the beef. Libya became an ally. But they did the same thing America would do. America come in to fund the war, right? They come in and be the solution to the problem, then now you tribute to us. Them different countries who Russia's guard over, right? It's bigger than weapons too. I believe Syria, they furnish 10% of the power, right? You know how you get the power to Syria, man, through Russia. So that's that bear protecting her cubs. That's why when you can say a bear do whatever the hell, a mother bear, when it come to her cub,
Everybody in trouble.
right, everybody in trouble. So that's why, matter of fact, let's get into that. We go through that a little bit.
Yeah, so we prophesy. Ain't no God ain't gonna rise up, like Bishop Nate talking about God gonna come back time. We prophesy just like America, man.
Right.
Yeah, the feet of the bear, they still gonna that body, so they're gonna be destroyed as well.
Everything is really a mind of the destruction. But you got to be on one in a sense. See, the Lord give you distractions. You watch TV fights, but if you really was locked in the spirit, they'll fight them garment, they'll put a skeleton. Old English 1611 Bible.
Hieroglyphics.
Right. The scripture said that's found honey. But when you watch everything really is a reminder of the destruction. It ain't gonna be nothing like that. When you look at your toes, they split up for a reason, man. People split up for a reason. Right? You just think it's just the body or that looks a certain way. Really, that's the Lord reminding you of the destruction. You go into the scriptures and use the body. You know, as a format, you know, to liken to the nation. So the toes split up. The nigga was in a shout match in the Oval Office, man.
Look at the screen they got for
And Ukraine, all of a sudden, which you go into that word Ukraine, it goes into borderland. So that's like a borderline, like you come to the border of something. So really, Ukraine is a touchy subject. You start go away. Now this nigga arguing with Trump in the White House. So
It's like the Russia gonna get in the spirit. It's like, yo, man, hey, I can slap. It's like the neighborhood cat or dog. Like, look, I can kick him. Tell me, yo, but if you kick him, now we got a problem. Russia don't like that, man, because that's why all of the EU nations is basically, as the brother was going, they're siding with Zelensky to be able to be justified to come against America. That's all that was.
Hey, alliances started World War I and II.
oh yeah.
There's always alliances, you know. Some random meeting. And then alliances work together.
What they call the foreign relations. That's why if you ever look up a nation and an ally, so this certain nation and this ally, what's gonna come up foreign relations. That's really street talk. Cause like if you drama with somebody, you're like, okay, these my guys, I'm cool with them. We gotta promote that I'm cool with you. That means the temperature in the room is beef. So when I'm talking about nations, why I gotta be relations? I'm cool. I got a relationship. That means there's tension in the room. Everybody bumping heads. So really the Lord siding everybody together, you know? Chess move.
ultimately showing you that this kingdom is divided.
Right.
And it ain't gonna stand too much longer.
Last 4 years, last 4 years, it was all about Ukraine. Now you can see it just shifted in one moment. And now he basically, you can tell Trump siding with Putin on this.
Right. And they think that's gonna remain peace. But we like we mentioned, them hooks and them jaws, right, which we know ultimately is gonna go into going back, which the USSR was called what? The Iron Wall. You see, so they're going back to that, you know? But ultimately, it's in detail. Like, because I can say he got cancer, but the lump on your breast really solidifies that he got cancer. So when you look at the little tedious moves, you know, it complements the big picture. See? All right, so come on, who's ready?
Ezekiel 38:2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Run of Gog and Magog, because when you go into the map, you got to know you got to be into the map to understand this. When you go into Gog and Magog, that's that land right there, Syria, Turkey, right? Because like I mentioned, resources, those countries, they do business with the Russians, man. The Russians don't just fund them with weapons, they fund them with power. You see? So the land, right? Go ahead, you got, go ahead.
If I can add to you real quick, yeah, that's why the allied nations of America over there in Europe, these gonna hate the horse because y'all got these nations going against Russia and Russia funding them with their necessities, man.
Right.
As far as their energy, like these other countries. All these allied nations, they get a lot of resources, natural resources, especially over there in the bottomless pit, from Russia, man.
Yeah, natural gas. But America detonated, that pipeline. Yeah. That was all the natural gas into Europe.
Right. Well, they show you that in 007. What's the one where they bombed the pipeline?
Oh, yeah.
Was it, ain't golden now.
No, it was the one with the frog. She was the villain in it.
That's Casino.
No,
that was Tomorrow Never Dies or some shit.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it was yeah. And the guy, that was the guy who couldn't feel no pain. He was from Mississippi, you know. But he was like, why would they disrupt that pipeline, you know? Predictive programming.
So it is.
Hey, but them like this video. Like they make, I told you, it's like street beats.
Yeah.
Little gangster. Yeah.
That's why they
make
wear
movies
red
like
tie and the blue tie.
They demonize the Russian, you know, in the movies. That's like a diss track.
Yeah.
But the people just think it's entertainment, but it's like, why you coming at them, you know? That's that friction. You get them two guys in the room, you're like, oh man, you know? That's like you ready?
It says, and prophesy against them, and say, thus says the Lord Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Right, that chief prince, that being Russian. Right? Chief being what? Then you got Shah as prince. So that word Russian really, it literally in the Hebrew translated to chief prince.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Back to the iron law, USSR. Because when you go back to Mikhail Gorbachev and all of them, right? They was hard up against the West. But then you had the other guy come in, he was more friendly towards the West. We got, damn. Ronald Reagan. No. That was, he was in the West. Russia. Talking about Russia. Not the Gorbachev, yeah, they just always had. Boris Yeltsin.
Oh, yeah. Like, you from the Elson.
Right, Boris Yeltsin. He was, right, yeah. He from the Czech Republic. Yeah.
I got something real quick. This is the countries that used to be a part of USSR. It ain't no more, but Russia eyeballing them. It's Belarus, Kazakhstan, Moldova, Ukraine, Azerbaijan.
Yep, Armenia, that's up there, that's the northern quarters. Right, it's about Tokamak and the northern quarters, that's up in that region. Right, going northeast Turkey, you got Armenia, and you got all up to the Caucasus Mountains. See,
Say Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan.
Yeah, that's the hockey players.
bring this article out right quick because a brother put this in the elder put this in the group chat. Like the reasoning. It says this could be the hook in the jaw that pulls the U.S. directly to the war in Ukraine. It's a article from landoftheamericandream.com, something like that. It says Ukraine has vast deposits of rare earth elements that are potentially worth enormous amounts of money. Over half of these deposits are in areas of eastern Ukraine which have either already been captured by the Russians or will soon be captured by the Russians if the war continues. So that's all I'm gonna get on that one. But yeah, I mean, real just to back that up.
Just how you know these games.
Yeah.
They basically jacking them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know a nigga got some good money in the house. It's the spirit of the Esau company.
That happened. The same thing happened during World War II.
Yep.
They went for the German scientists. So Russia took some of them, the Americans and the others. They went in for just them scientists, pulled them out, and then started nuclear programs and they armed races. So it's the same thing with them.
Something like that.
Yeah, Operation Paper. So it's the same thing going on now. Fight for the minerals, because that's where you, right? It's a digital age about to come in.
Lithium and all that.
Any country that got the mineral, the country that got the mineral, you win the next age. Just like the industrial age about steel and all that. You produce steel at that time, you won. Right? This is what
America when it was at.
Even Birmingham, the place of baseball.
They call it Little Pittsburgh. And that's one reason why they call it the Magic City. Because Birmingham, the whole region around Birmingham and Birmingham itself produced steel at a rate that they was like, damn, we can't believe it, you know. And Birmingham, due to that, Birmingham built a lot of cities in the world, not just the United States, but in the world, coming out of the ground, man. You got it.
Yeah, they got that the heaviest corner.
Yep, in the world,
But that was that industrial age, and you see how big. That's what became a Magic City, because the whole world operated off of steel. They needed that steel immediately. You got steel bearings. I think it was I forget, was it Carnegie? One of them. They got their name off of just steel. And so, what's the next era? The next age is digital. You need microchips. You need what's the word? Rare earth minerals to make them. Lithium. That's where
Thailand, down in the South China Sea, they've been real hot down there.
Oh yeah, Taiwan.
The ingredients to make them chips. It's right down there.
It's right out that coast.
Yeah, and so like that's why they sent that storm through North Carolina. You know, Esau got it hard and shit because they say it's lithium mines and shit up through there.
If they find a lithium mine underneath your land, they finna send a harp.
You want to that's the sword. That's the sword.
Demon
he ain't gonna come usually.
Right. He gonna come
Yeah, because people ain't gonna let it go. They gonna up the price on that shit. So Esau like, well, you know what? We ain't finna even tell them no. We just gonna kill them. Yeah, and kill the insurance.
Exactly.
I got some real quick. It's in Exodus 15. The Lord is the man of war. The Lord is his name. We talk about war. It's hand in hand with. It's hand in hand with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. So we talk about Russia. We talk about USSR, World War I, II, III. This is all it's all info to write down. All right, this is designated as a time of war. That's why same day the planets align. Trump, the Oval Office talking about you're gonna bring war. You're gonna bring World War III to be specific. So it don't feel like 1,000 years. It feels like right around the corner. And then he said, it's a stain. He said, he flipped it around and said, he said that the great doctrine is a stain. You a stain, man.
Right. Number one stain. Big spaghetti stain.
And anything we say to these people is going to be a stain, because it's coming out the scriptures. They have verse. This world is enmity with the Heavenly Father. So they always going, anything that come out of these scriptures is going to be a stain.
Hey, people hate the truth, man. That's the thing. They hate the truth. They hate Yahweh Shah because he is a
faithful and true, man.
I got one for me, brother. This is for you out. Because Yahushua coming to bring war. His father's a man of war. Luke 24, starting at verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when these things shall be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world.
So they was asking back then. So we in our right minds, we in the right spirit. We ain't trying to settle in and sit down and kick our feet up. We in the same spirit that the disciples was asking, they asked for thousands of years ago. When shall the end be? The understanding of the is written in the scriptures. The understanding of the times and seasons is all throughout the scriptures. And for the ones that the Lord lifts the veil off our mind, it has us come back to this mystery of the kingdom. We're gonna be exploring how soon the kingdom gonna be coming. That's what the message of Yahushua was. That's what the message of John the Baptist was. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Repent. Go ahead, huh?
If I may too, that's you already got that life sentence stuck in your mind.
Yeah.
But you ain't looking forward to getting out. As you mentioned, the prophets they inquired when, even else inquired, when shall be the part of the son of the time. That has always been the spirit of the true men of Yahweh Shema Shai, of hastening, to get the fuck out, man.
But hey, what else are we here for?
Right.
Are we, what are we doing? We building up the economy, or we trying to get the
Get a black dollar started and shit. It's like you got
Like they just like if you get your ass locked up and you on some serious charges where you got 5 years or so. You learning the laws and shit, trying to figure out a way to reduce your sentence, man. That's why we come out week in, week out, prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. We trying to hasten release that.
We trying to reduce the sentence. They measure the times. So the times is finding out how long we got till our sentence.
Verse 5, For many shall come. Yahushua said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come a name, saying, I am
Nigga said, nope, hold up, man.
Yeah, that's why the Lord ordained on 1/3, man, because we had to wait on everything.
Oh, First Kings, the 8th chapter.
Hey, man, you up for holding us up, bro. Holding us up. Because if we all turn towards the east and praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua in sequence, man, then we'll be out. That's a whole nation. That's a whole nation. We'll be out of here.
Yeah, Lord, rock this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You said it. Rock this.
I got 1 Corinthians 2:11. For what knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of the Most High knoweth no man, but the spirit of the Most High.
Yeah, because these things are spiritually discerned, man. If you don't have the spiritual discernment, you ain't gonna see the signs of the time that we in, man. That's why the scripture.
man clock.
Yeah.
That's why he said 1,000 years.
Yeah.
He's working on the clock of man.
Cause the doomsday clock say like 89 seconds.
Hey, that's a good heard him say that was like, what the fuck he talking about? I was
Trump said Zelensky gonna bring World War III.
Exactly.
End of day, man. Come on, man.
So basically, that's blasphemy right there, man.
Yeah, it's like he came over and You living comfortable right now.
Yeah, it is.
You know? So he's like, well, let me make up something like stay here.
That nigga got a contract with Diz or something. Big now with this nigga.
He finna get ready to another contract.
That's basically it. You lost hope.
That nigga like that.
You're not looking for your whole shot at this point, man. You know? Now you have to ask the question to believe.
Right.
Hey, that's probably why Genesis guys got the hell up out of there, man.
Yeah.
Something. They seen it coming.
It was a money issue probably more than likely with them niggas.
It really.
They trying to fall over the contract. They did the contract.
Ain't no those things. Right.
And all the Pixar and the other one, the goddamn.
Yeah, you right. 30% of the pixel. You know what I'm saying?
They make an animation behind that. 3D, 8.
Abraham cartoon or something.
I got Job 14 and 5.
Them niggas' voices. Niggas signed a $150 million contract. I know that voice. That chicken, man.
Job 14 and verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds, that he cannot pass.
So, you know, on the spiritual calendar, there's already a date for Esau's execution, so to speak, for the downfall of his empire. You can also see that in Revelation, the 9th chapter, has a certain day, year, for to slay the third part of man.
Right.
You know, so he can't add a statue to his cubit. He can't add another second to his lifespan, man. Going back to Proverbs 10 chapter talks about how the years of the wicked is going to short, man.
Oh, we're going to go back to that too.
And if I can add just a video of the Edomite or whatever he was going into that Project Looking Glass. What he was saying in the video, he was saying that they got a computer, whatever, you know, Esau technology. Basically, the Urim and the Thummim can go into these things and see that they time short. And they were saying that in 2012, that all, whatever they do, it all ends up going into one destination, so to speak. So no matter how they try to alter reality and alter the future, it's gonna all end up in the same spot. You know, and it's in that 2012, that's where it was like they was coming into their problems.
Simulations.
Yeah, so no matter what, and we in 2025. And it ain't no telling what Esau doing, like when last night, that planetary line do his enchantments in those times.
Oh, yeah.
And he weird in the multitude of man, the Lord got Satan pulling back. Hey, let that nigga up. Don't give him no answer this time, Satan. You know, leave that nigga straight. You know, so
alert from one of us.
They gotta go watch the video.
If I may too, just going back to what I mentioned, because these devils you watch today, like these movies or TV shows, they got an alternate timeline and shit like that. That's what he banging on.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Alternate timeline.
Metaverse right there, you know what I mean?
Metaverse.
Yeah.
A parallel. Yeah.
That's how the niggas beat Thanos.
Right.
They had to go to a parallel universe.
Right. That's true.
Right, when they beat Thanos. You know, Thanos he done retrieved the reality storm. That means he shouldn't move right now.
Impossible.
Right. He first of all, he out there thumping with everybody else, man.
Right.
That was off. You know what I'm saying?
Just come in and you just chop his head off.
Right. Well, it was the guy came and took the Elon Musk.
Yeah. Right.
Took his glove off.
Right. Put it on, yeah.
Ain't no huffing and puffing like he tired and nigga just came. He's finessed it, motherfucker.
But you a god, dude.
Right.
Even if Esau moves, he is getting to a point that every situation that he boxes himself in, even in this movie, it points to the Most High. Everything points to the Most High, to all impotent being what brothers going into. Thanos shouldn't even been bumping out there with the reality stuff. So that shows it was an art, but you know what? I'm gonna make Thanos do
Right,
this.
right.
He follows an omnipotent power.
Right,
Esau shows you that even in his anime.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he designed. That's like you see a nigga daydreaming. It's through directors. Because the directors, they on levels.
Right.
And some elite circles. Right. And the only thing we like to come from, we might bump into Spielberg, a nigga. You don't know if he did, but the nigga with the coffee shop. Yeah, nigga at Starbucks with a laptop. You don't know that's a motherfucking director, man. Right, bro? Nigga, that motherfucker with sandals on, had a mountain bike, edited video. But he ain't even thinking like Milk, you know, the people, man.
Yep.
But if you can fit to a nigga mind and see his daydream, what he's daydreaming is stunting about, and that's Esau. He giving you a glimpse of his desire to rule forever, you know?
Independence Day.
Yep, Independence Day. Well, you know, it go beyond that too, right? So like it's supposed to add, when you go back to them old whites,
Right.
Mars attacks,
Yeah.
right? They was making that stuff sleep better at night. Like, look, man, don't worry about it. We gonna beat them, you know?
Right.
They add to your point, you know?
Right. Hey, what is that? The day after? That's the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. So you telling me, exactly. So you telling me the Lord, like you read Exodus 15, the Lord is a man of war. So you don't think if the Lord created all warriors, all weapons of war, his weapons of war, when he unleash them, it's going to be devastating. There is no day after. There is no fucking day after. With Esau, like you said, independent Esau, they got this Rambo spirit. They got this power spirit. They feel like they can overcome anything. Right, so that's the mindset of Esau, man. Okay, Esau don't take it to mind that I have a principle of Proverbs 20:24. Man, you read the Bible about the Lord, it's not to be a good name with the Lord. And that's what when you read the book of Job, it speaks about that boundary to where he can't come no farther than that boundary. So God knows the name. You can puff up all you want, all you suffer, God, man. Ain't no way, read that one more time.
It says, he is wise in heart and mighty in strength.
Make himself believe that he can win this fight.
So
that's right.
Will
No, he gonna will you.
I don't know.
But I'm going.
They told himself. That's why Trump's reaction was, look, don't say that, man. Who told you you got the authority to say that? And they said, look, we're trying to help y'all, man.
Right.
Say your man. Why was that such a touchy subject? They know in the spirit. Like scripture say, blood shall pursue thee.
Right.
You got a big ultimately,
Right.
But it's coming to you next. And then Trump got that. We got
So you gotta say, that's that pride kicks in.
Doubt that the wells and the cliffs of the rock.
And that all points to Esau, man. That's describing Esau, man. Even your mindset is high. You know, your dwelling place is high.
why you hear somebody say high mind.
High mind, exactly. Haughtiness.
Yeah.
Right.
And literally, they say high mind. Somebody say you high minded.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
That's true.
That's what the scripture going into. Everything about this man is on high. It's evil.
Everything.
From the structure, right? You got these skyscrapers.
Hey,
and they replica of mountains, rocks, cliffs.
Y'all remember them out here commercials? Whatever.
Hey, that's it right there.
They head get big and they get the floating and shit.
And right, and that's Esau, man. You know, no side, you got it.
It's like, just going to the point you made about the balloon. It's a term called inflated ego.
Exactly. That's what he got. That's what he got. That's what
Esau
it is.
shows you that Esau showed you, which is indicative of his spirit and his business. Here it is, it's like you're supposed to work your way from the bottom to the top. That's what he showed you, right? If you learn from the bottom all the way to the top, you develop a level of humility. No, I've been around great men in this camp, bro. The higher brother get up in rank, the more humble he becomes. Esau expect you.
Hey, that's the scripture, man.
He get up.
That's Ecclesiastes, bro. That's Ecclesiastes, what, 3rd chapter? Right? The humble, the greater thou art, the more humble. That's it, man. You supposed to be. You supposed to be, but not in the case of Esau. You got it, bro.
Scripture say he the most proud.
He the most proud.
It say whose habitation is high.
On what the elder just said, man. Everything about this devil is high, man. From his mascot to his mind to his dwelling place.
Skyscrapers,
Then you got space stations, state stations, whatever you want to call them. You know, you send out the James Hubble telescope. Everything about you. Go ahead, bro.
That saith in his heart.
See, that's it. So this is the mindset of Esau, man. This is what he said in his heart. And he wanted to deceive himself through his predictive programming.
You agreeing with his ass.
And that's 2/3, mainly. Because they want to prolong this kingdom. We talking about this guy, man. You know that your business can't prolong without America, man. That's why you come up with a statement like this. Go ahead, bro. We'll be on this. Go ahead, bro.
It reads, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Here it is. There go the pride right there. The pride of your heart that has deceived you, saying, who shall bring me down to the ground, when you forget you didn't put yourself on
That's the thing, right? That's a response. Ain't nobody gonna say, like, ain't nobody gonna say, I ain't going nowhere, I ain't budging. Unless a motherfucker say you supposed to move.
Told you.
Get somewhere. You know what I mean? So they hear the prophets. Right? What's our rallying cry? What's the song being sung? America's gonna be destroyed.
Beautiful.
Which is gonna be the catalyst to the so-called white man falling out of power. So he's saying that to somebody.
Right.
He ain't just He ain't just
for
saying
no reason.
Right, just saying it just to wreck. What's I understand? No, he responded. This is the noble in the sense. Right. It's like a battle of the minds. You see? It's a war of words in a sense. Our doctrine up against their right? They lay out in format. Yeah, they fly. Yeah, because we speaking against their infrastructure.
It's just like when Moses went to the house.
Be careful, man.
Yeah, like when Moses went to the house of the pharaohs. What happened when they had the serpents?
Yeah.
You know, Moses threw the staff down. Which one overtook which one? You see what I'm saying? So this doctrine is going to overtake that doctrine, man. Because we got enchantments. Because that's what we do. We put in the enchantment. Before. So that's what we telling America, man. Go ahead, bro.
I got something real quick.
All right, good.
Psalm chapter 33 and verse 9. For he spake and done.
You got it, bro.
He commanded and it stood fast. Going back to the preeminent. And stood fast. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He makes the devices of the people to none effect. I'm not sure I'm bringing the counsel of the son of no man. No matter he told how he put himself, what plans or purposes he got set for the Lord to bring it to naught. It says, the thoughts of his heart to all generations.
himself above, right? Because that's what the eagle is. It's the highest soaring bird.
Yeah,
So
they
since
just
go ahead, bro.
It's like I'm cut y'all, but they just made the eagle the national bird. Man.
Right,
Shit,
yeah,
we thought it was our
yeah. It's already been, but they said the turkey, some shit like that. Yeah. So there it is, right now, man.
Official now.
It's official. Right. So read it again, bro.
It say, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Hey, exalt thyself. The scripture also say, if you exalt yourself, you're gonna be brought low, man. So this man fulfilling scripture, man.
And to that, and if I could add, like the brothers put in the group chat, you know, like the Eagles was going, they did something, but I was like, it wouldn't be surprised me if they won the Super Bowl. And get what happened? Right after they declared the eagle the national bird. That shit enchantment. Over their Chiefs. Say less. Say less. Thank the Lord sending that swift nation upon you, man. Swift as the eagle flying, man. You know? This nigga is the so-called white man's Esau Edom. That's what the Bible talking about, man.
Yeah, and all these Edomite nations, they use the eagle.
Rome, all the way back to Rome. I think Greece might have used it.
Greece.
It say,
Hold quick, we're gonna get this precept. We're gonna come right back to it. Get this real quick.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, and verse 12.
This is gonna be the fake of Esau.
And whosoever shall exalt themselves,
The scripture said, though thou exalt thyself.
If I may, right? Meaning what? You don't acknowledge a power. You don't acknowledge that somebody else did. When you exalt yourself, that ain't the Lord saying Esau did it on his own. No, that he take credit for it.
Exactly.
So he exalt himself by not acknowledging the Most High. See, when you do that, and really all ancient kings did that. You had certain accounts of certain kings who acknowledged the power. Remember with Daniel? There was edicts that went out to reverence the power of Daniel, you know? But for the most part, even with that, he turned around and said, look, it was me. Remember he made that speech and the Lord struck him, turned him into a chicken. He go into it. But yeah, that's why I was like to see the nigga look like a kid, you know? He had feathers. But you know, he was hairy and, you know, he was like a vagabond, you know, king. Just a nigga like, oh shit, you know?
He ride as well.
Oh yeah.
He didn't acknowledge the Most High. He got served.
I think he died right then. Dropped dead in front of everybody. You even see that today. It was this one guy, he said, look man, he said he made some statement that I'm not here next year, then pray for Jesus. Drop dead, even though we know it went sweet who did it. It was the outside.
Speaking on, that's the clay. Speaking back to the Father, man. Here it is, Lord, fashion you. I'm saying, no, I made myself. And that's the Father. He's trying to
That's the only way you're going to fall. You got to be on high. You can't fall. You know what I'm saying? Finish that off right there.
And that's the meaning of being in the trick bag.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did to Pharaoh. Set him up on purpose. And this man, he said, look, it was the Big Bang Theory. He'll even say it was 1,000,000 years. He's taking it out of the hand of one side. Right, or attempted, because we know with the clock back to, we know how many years, but 13,000 years, finishing the third day. But this man will tell you 200 50 million years ago. That don't make sense, man.
A billion years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, they far,
They do.
Right. Long before time. And the shit started off the introduction of dinosaurs 350 billion years ago.
Right. You see them coming through the air.
Right. So he trying to take it out the jurisdiction of the Lord. The prophet speaking in what's the time, right? So he gonna say, no, what about a billion years before that? And you know what? We went into that last week, man. This system, right? The beast system is like the law system. They got loopholes. They came when you pay attention. Because when the Lord asked Cain, where you been, where your brother at, he came over the loophole. He said, am I my brother's keeper? That's what a lawyer will do. You can go in the courtroom and have reasonable doubt. You know, you could be guilty, but you just create reasonable doubt. They show you that this Cain's vibration. You know. Yeah, come on.
God, St. Matthew 23 and verse 12, it reads, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased.
So you took the Most High out of the whole equation. Like I'm saying, you took the Most High out of the whole equation and you exalted yourself, man. Go ahead.
And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted.
Hey, who are the humble right now? We read that. We read when we didn't read it, we spoke about it earlier. Right? The more knowledge you receive, the more humble you should be. So be the humble right now. So the roles gonna reverse, man. And the Lord has seen this.
We qualify to be raised.
Exactly. We qualify.
Somebody at the top.
Right.
They have to be brought low.
Right.
You qualify, you know.
That's right. The meek shall inherit the earth.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
Meek mean lowly.
Exactly. And that's in that same chapter. We always make the example of the coin. Right? One got to be on the bottom, right? And one got to be on top. But when you flip over, what happens? The one that was on the bottom automatically got to be on the top. And the one on top automatically got to be on the bottom. There's no other way to do it.
Somebody got win, somebody got lose.
That's it. Hey, and right now we winning. We're winning. And we gonna win, Lord willing.
Lord flipping the table, you know.
Exactly.
Downside back up.
Right, exactly. Go ahead,
Got
bro.
some real
Go ahead.
Going back to that humbling will lead to being exalted. Peter 5 and 6. Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High.
Right.
That he may exalt you in due time.
Right, that's where we at. Like even as a be humble.
Right.
See? So we qualify to be raised up.
Right.
Because humility got different facets to it. Right? You got a westernized form of humility. Just soft-spoken. That ain't a deep breakdown of humility.
It's self-exalted. It's self-exalted.
Right, yeah, the guy come around, lips quivering.
Yes.
Man, we ain't about that.
I know the brother Barzal always says, hey man, to be humble, you must humiliate.
Right, yeah.
I don't humiliate myself.
Hey,
Lord
that's
puts me in situations. This is to be humiliated, that I may be humble.
Right, yeah, just even select you're out of your natural habitat.
Exactly.
You can't rule over your woman, your children.
Exactly.
That's why, you know what prove that? Because what's the end game? Rulership.
Right.
Right? So if it would just lead to you, the Lord gonna just, the pendulum gonna change. You're gonna not be soft-spoken, but you're gonna be more vibrant. Nah. You're gonna come from this state of being at the bottom.
Beautiful.
You have to concede, subject to your enemies, man.
Right.
So, but you gotta humble yourself under the hand of the Most High. You gotta deal with it.
That's it.
That's why he say do not avenge yourself, because pressure make a wild man
Man,
mad.
that's right.
Beautiful.
You know, we can easily take off the goddamn arms and I'm gonna try to fix this motherfucking kingdom, man.
Right.
But we know the powers that are ordained of the Most High gods, man. So we got to suffer this consequence, man. Why? Because we went the fuck out.
Right.
That's why the Lord say, bless the those that are not offended in me. For him putting his ass whooping on us, right? No, we the one fucked up.
What is that, Michael?
Yeah.
Book of Michael. You know, we know why we're in the situation that we're in now, because we sinned against the Most High.
Right.
You know, broke his laws, statutes, commandments. We sacrifice unto idols. The Most High said, I'm a jealous power, man.
Right.
Broke the first commandment.
Right.
And the Lord used the basis of men to rule over you.
Yes. Yes.
So that's lowly.
Yes, it
you
is.
under the basis of men. Right.
That's the book of Revelation, chapter 10 and verse 9. It say, and I went unto the angel, and said to him, give me another book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be sweet in thy mouth. So
one of the niggas shot themselves. And they had to call Esau Medical team. Right? See what I'm saying? He had to call and patch that nigga up, get that nigga pain medicine. Here it is.
Right.
He had to give you something for your pain. Right. And them niggas, they all gathered at a Otalis or something, you know what I mean? A whole restaurant. But yet, you finna make an impact. No, dude.
Hey, the scripture said we gotta go to this man for the want of all things. Bro. So what the fuck make you think? Right. You know, you gonna like you said, ascend on the White House. What was the White House?
Yeah, the Capitol.
Yeah, the Capitol building. Yeah, the Capitol building.
Them niggas marching, even though we know that they just, you know.
Right.
But it was a sincere nigga out there.
Yeah,
Probably was out of Baltimore, you know, out the hood.
If I may too, it's like the empty concerning the persons being the one of all things.
Right.
And this nigga Al Sharpton, his feeble
Oh,
attempt.
yes, he did. I see.
Oh, yeah, that was
I see
great.
that. Yeah.
By telling niggas don't go to McDonald's today.
Right. For 24 hours.
And the funny was McDonald's was on the list.
Yeah,
you know?
it was.
And I said to the special, now that's gonna breach the whole contract. You would have came out better with the other shit. Them niggas gonna get a 20%. Ain't no way in the world you gonna, you know.
They go to show you how simple Jake is, because you not going to McDonald's today. That means they gonna double down on it.
Exactly. They still gonna make up for that.
Yeah, he gonna make the same amount of money. You just ain't
But hold
spending
up,
no
you
money.
still gotta pay the power bill.
Yeah, good.
That's the bigger matter.
There you go.
You gotta pay the water company,
Insurance.
They were doing that shit yesterday. What is it? But they don't go out there. This job for a whole.
Oh, economic blackout.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, they
yeah.
were doing that shit yesterday.
Yeah, that what it was. Yeah, he sent the memo out.
And then on the memo it said, if you do buy,
Right. Make
show
sure
you that you still in that box, nigga.
Right.
Nigga went to go get a pack of squares or something.
Right.
niggas
That's all he
don't get the card. Don't get the card.
At the end of the day, the point of the matter is you're gonna affect Esau's system. Right. He's good. Esau already done all of that damn place. You should not spend yours. That's no bullshit.
Make the fuck so much money he
Even throughout the Northern Kingdom, Jake looked like black people. Right? So the figurehead is Judah. Now, black means what? Void of light. That go back to Yahweh Shai, because when you go into this relationship between the Most High and Israel, it was dysfunctional. But it was dysfunctional on Israel, the woman's side. So they were bumping heads. Remember when it climaxed to Ezekiel, when the Lord said, "Cuss Israel out," he said, "Look, I put a jewel in your hand, and I gave you Christianity." Right? Solomon and Dwayne, right? Whose favor, you know what I'm saying? But then it climaxed with pretty much Israel telling Yahweh Shai, "We want another king." Now, a bad relationship come with the woman saying, "I don't want you." The woman just tell you in your face, man. So that's what Israel ultimately did. Right, when you catch it was a point where so now, when you fast forward to today, black is really associated with Israel, man. Void of Yahweh Shai. That's why when we came into this, we become Israelites. We walk in the light, man. You the marriage, see, but Israel, that black shit, you can kind of downplay it, but it's real spiritual. Right, the Lord put you into a realm. Right, when you void of Yahweh Shai, and then go back to like the brother, right, dog. the bitch reasoned with herself by saying, I spent everything yesterday. So that, you know.
Somebody out today is probably say, I'll just wait till the day.
On both sides of the coin, right.
If they was really, if Jake was really in some unison, you would have had to do it again. If it was, you know, if it was really that serious, you would have had to spend again. You would constantly be that.
Right. And it don't make sense.
See, if these motherfuckers really wanted to make a power move, what they'll do is they'll buy some goddamn land and some chickens and cows and shit. Now you making a move because now you ain't got to go to the man's store at all.
Right.
But even then, who you buying the chickens and cows from?
Yeah, but
Nobody even says subscription. That's your goal until y'all eat it.
Right, because it's like you can't out of that without your house shot. Right, you come up with other formula, but the exit plan out is what your house shot said gotta happen. You gotta suffer, and you gotta actually wait to be crowned. And that's gonna be a heavy moment, man. You're gonna have the mastery over the nation. These are actually proud. You don't really realize it's gonna come to the truth. You just overlook Elon and shit, and you focus back on Mug and the nigga. You know? But when you be like, look at these motherfuckers, man. Living lavish. Right, yeah, Moab.
They think they better than this.
Oh, yeah. They be talking shit, you know what I'm saying? They own language and shit. Right. They was they sold to Moab saying the classic saying. That's the only thing really got his attention. Bitch, look at what he did and say, what you follow me for, bitch, you know? Yeah, to the side, right.
Hurry up and fight.
Good. Yeah. He had a store, that nigga come in, pick up the phone, right? I'm gonna go ahead and probably go and hit 911.
Get out of gun.
Just come through, man. Something might be. I might have something for y'all up here.
Hey, that'll keep a nigga away right now.
Yeah, come on. Matter of fact, let's get back to that Proverbs 10. And I believe you left Fat 24, I believe it was.
It's the book of Proverbs. It's the book of Proverbs 10.
The spirit getting on E, man. All right. That's the time we're in, you know.
And it's the book of Proverbs 10. I'm starting at verse 24 again. It says, the fear of the wicked, it shall come upon, but the desire of the righteous shall be great.
Right. See, we limit it to desire, you know. It's out of our hands. When you go to a judge, right, you waiting on him to make the ruling. Right. What's that, Luke 18? Right. The fortunate widow.
Going back to the parable with the unjudged judge.
Right, yeah. That's what I'm speaking about. When you read down in that, it says what? She constantly made her complaint. See? And the judge, he ruled on her behalf. So pretty much when you're in the hands of a higher power, you don't have no power. See, Israel never could concede to that. They're gonna figure out a way. Brother, through rap music, you know. Go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 25. Verse 25, it says, as the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation.
If I may, you see the removal of the wicked is by the way of their wind, man. Going back to that destruction. That's the hope of the righteous.
Right.
You know, that's what we hope. That's our anticipate. That's what we thinking on. You know.
And it says the righteous is what? An everlasting foundation. Hey, that begins with us being like we went earlier. That begins with us putting off that old. And ultimately the laws and statutes and commandments written on our inward parts. Receiving them new bodies and the laws, statutes, and commandments written on our inward parts. Therefore, we'll never go off again. Right. Therefore, we'll be an everlasting kingdom, man. Right. Never anger the Lord again, man.
Verse 26.
heaven.
Right.
The fear of the Lord prolong your days. Let's not talk about somebody 85 years old. You can apply that in some capacity because the scriptures, you know, in layers, right, in some cases. Ultimately, that's dealing with the kingdom of heaven. So the fear of the Lord is what prolongeth days.
I say knowledge, wisdom is going to be the stability of our time, and the fear of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing, this is treasure. You know,
that's it, bro.
Hey, that's the kingdom.
That's it, bro.
The fear of the Lord is that treasure.
That's it.
That's salvation.
That's it. He's showing an example of that. He's showing us an example of our treasure right now. What, by coming out on the highways and byways and hedges as we was commanded.
Right.
Because we fear the Lord, like the brother just said. Isaiah 33 and 6. Right? The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. So we all know treasure is a valuable possession. Right. So that's what we put forth right now, man.
That's that inheritance.
Right.
So real quick, it say the kingdom of heaven is like a man that treasure in a man go by him and feel see that treasure. So that's that fear.
That's it.
Yeah. Read that again. Because see, remember, right? We read Proverbs the 10th chapter. And it's going into two extremes. You got the wicked and you got the righteous. It ain't just talking about no feel-good shit. That's talking about rulership. That's why Yahweh, right, when he came to the disciples, you read Matthew the 10th chapter, what was the marching orders? Go and preach that the kingdom was at hand. When you go into the history, right, what was going on around the time of Yahweh? It was heavy taxation on the Jews, man. Right? So the Lord solved it by saying, y'all gonna be ruling when you really go into it, man. Because it was always a battle about you not being in power. Right? For an example, Ezekiel 38. It's about how Israel will be brought back from the sword and all the nations that trample her, so to speak. Right? That's going to all the kingdoms that ran through Israel, man. Put you in captivity. See? From the Assyrians, Babylonians, the Medes, Persians, they came all up through there, man.
Right.
They counseled building the temple in the time of the Medes, after the decree was set with the Persians, you know. All the way up into the Romans, 70 AD. Matter of fact, real quick, somebody get Luke, I want to say that Luke 24 and 21 or something like that. I believe that might be it. Right, yeah.
You got it right, bring
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. It reads, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and it shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Right, and then go back into all the nations had their time. When you read Ezekiel 38, where it talks about the land that should be brought back to sword, that's dealing with the land of Israel. Right? Because our punishment was captivity. So what would the reward be? Rulership.
Right. The flip side of the coin.
This flip side of the coin. Why would I raise you up from having a job to owning your own food truck? And still in that, you gotta.
Right. Still gotta go to
Right.
Esau, yeah.
You got a budget. You buying Dawn, watching detergent, watching this low level shit, man. Right, you got a budget. You doing all this shit.
Yeah. Ajax.
You major in minor things.
I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is real quick. This is the book of Saint the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 10. It reads, and the sons of strangers shall build thy walls, and their kings shall mentor thee. For in my wrath I smote thee.
Right, see? So why is the go as kings in the same breath with you being smoked? We know the smoke was captivity. Right, you take a royal people and you put them in the captivity. You don't play with the Most High, man. He's a just power. Go ahead.
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right, and that mercy is going to be in the form of rulership. And it's perfection. Because when you read Isaiah 14, it says the Lord will yet choose Jacob and have mercy on Israel. And in the same action, you go right into what? Taking captive those who took you captive. Yeah. That's the favor of the Lord, it's perfection. Because if I own everything, I ain't worrying. You know how much worry kill a nigga? People die from worry, man. You don't even know. That's the #1 killer. You don't even know in your, right? It breaks in, because you know in your mind it's called doors.
Right.
They call it doors. So there's a thought in one of your chambers, you don't even know it. Just irking you about the bill, you know?
Yeah.
We talk about a sorrowful heart drive the
That's
heart.
it,
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
the effect of
That's it.
Oh yeah, they say that. It's the same. You sorrow in the suffers.
Yeah.
Your heart suffers and the body pay for it.
That's it.
So when you on top, you ruling everything, you in the places of the Most High, then now you don't even feel worried. Go ahead. What's like? Well, that was it. We can go back to that Proverbs 10.
Going back to Proverbs 10:27 again, it says, the fear of the Lord prolong of days.
Right, so the heaven is the prolonging of days, man. Now that applies with you being preserved too, you know. But remember what needed in the context. This is an extreme of the wicked and the righteous. That's Jacob and Esau. See? Go ahead.
But the years of the wicked shall be shortened.
Right, it's not the days of Esau being shortened. The years of the wicked is being shortened. When the earth whipping, they got the stat. I believe the earth is whipping, another 0.5 seconds faster?
Yeah, they got shortened the hour of,
right.
Of
but when you put in its totality, that's showing, bro. That's why you look up, it's Saturday again. The people moving faster. We saw a nigga ride up to the parking lot. The nigga did 30 miles per hour parking lot on him. Everything is hasting.
It's Job going back into the wicked. In this time frame, the rule, it says Job 20 and verse 4, it says, knowest thou this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. That's going to be the sound of Esau going down. You're going to go out with a bang, like they say, goddamn. You're going to go out with a bang. That's right. That's right.
Esau fight for time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what, exactly.
Like those moves,
time travel.
I was just going to say
time travel.
They always say go back. Oh, remember in the Back to the Future, Doc said, he said,
where we at?
Right, he said, no, your future is what you make it. You know?
Okay.
It hasn't been written yet.
Right.
We supposed to be on daylight saving time on the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you see that?
That's right. Well, next week, ain't it?
That's good. Light popped in. Keep trying to redeem all the time, you know.
Checking that out.
Yep, come on.
Verse 28, it says, the hope of the righteous shall be glad.
Right, see, we got a hope. See, we was going into the whole, the game setting, oppositional forces. Where the fans, one fan hope in that particular team versus the other fans who hope in that team.
Right.
So we got to serve hope. What we hope for? We hope for the kingdom of heaven. Read that again.
It says, the hope of the right be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall pass.
See, so again, it's two different extremes. The story never deviates really from the Jacob and Esau, and you know, what's that? Is that Sirach, where it speaks about 2 and 2 together? Is it 33? Look at all the works of the Most High, and it's 2 and 2, one against another.
I think that.
Because he's a man of war.
Yeah.
He's ambitious. Just work with the left hand and the right hand.
I bet hold.
Hey, you can, like when you look at your body, you can stand up, sit down.
Right.
You can spit, you can swallow.
Right.
Open your hands,
It's a balance.
close it. Fight.
Yep.
That's really that's resistance.
Right.
Right, one from another, you know. The sun set and the sun rise.
Right.
When the night comes and the day, it is a fight. Yep. Now the night went. Thank God. The night gonna get on top. Yep. Go ahead. Then the day comes. Yep, come on, you got that?
This Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 14. Good is set against evil,
Yep.
and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner.
Right, see, them the same sins. Because how this thing climax? Us making a hard stance for righteousness, we out on the streets. Right? We declaring the downfall of Esau and is under the banner of him breaching, righteousness in the earth. Look how his system is set up. See? So that's a natural fight. There's no politics. It's like, no, nigga, you wicked as hell, man. See, and he hate us for being righteous, and you always go into that. You gave that was beautiful insight about Cain. The reason why Cain hated Jacob was because he was righteous.
And the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
Right. See? So when you go back to Proverbs, it's going into detail. It's going into the inner thoughts and hopes and desires. And that's really what you're reduced to. Even when you put your resources up, you're still hoping that it hit. You got to still hope that it hit, So that's what it boils down to. That's why Trump said, oh, no, don't say that. Because that really shouldn't have moved the needle. Yeah. Right? If you know that you the guy, why would, But that was a touchy subject because he know how, right, this is a tedious situation. What that was doing that?
Yeah, going back down Proverbs 10 and verse 28. It's like 20, and again, the hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. The way of the Lord,
it said, read that again, Mama Shah.
it says the hope shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish.
See, and that's what Esau has been reduced to hope now. He's so proud, and the Lord allowed him to rest other people for centuries, and allow him to do all these things. All these are coming to us written. So this devil really, he's reduced to hope, and the hope that he's got is going to perish, man. You got it, all.
That word expectation. That word it says, the way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be.
Right, strength, right? Where's strength? Strength is rulership. Yes. That's power, man. Right? See, that's when you focus on just the lenses, what you find out is all about rulership. You don't prove that where's the story gonna go? Right. We all headed right to the kingdom of heaven. There's nowhere else to go, right? So you see what these sayings is dedicated to. That word strength right there gives you a glimpse into what this about. It's about rulership. See, read that again. That's why, in contrast to that, is destruction. Read that again. I keep seeing the scriptures right there.
Keep flinching already.
Yeah, but I'm asking the same. No, he's good. Okay.
It says the way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity.
Right. That's how this man's kingdom going to ultimately end. There's no coincidence that word destruction, Destruction makes sense. Right. Yes, it does. Actually, you always say. Yep, you got the destruction, you got the destruction. Right. The house of David, build third temple. Yep, the third temple, spiritual. See? With the spirit, yeah. They call somebody said. Yep, come on.
It says the righteous shall never be removed.
Right. See, because when you go into Daniel, right, it said this: the Lord would set up a kingdom who would not be left to another, and that's the perfection of this saying right. Now we know the maturation, we still gonna be here as well, Lord's will, you still there. When the smoke clear and dust settle, you there at the end. That's how it's written. Right? Ultimately, again, that's dealing with the kingdom, man. Proverbs of Solomon, because that was the king of Israel. See, come on.
It says the righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth.
Right. Meaning what? Rule. Yeah, because inhabit means, right? What the scripture said that they might not fill their lands with cities. Fill the earth with those cities, really those smart cities, man. Yeah, because we right in the prophecies now. It's not like you speculate, no, we seeing what the story as it go. And cities is these, it's not that Esau advance. You know, a nigga flinch up, he hit throw a hook. That's a part of what he's trying to build, you know, a digital system.
Movie in time.
What's like?
Movie in time shows that. Yeah. You can't get access to the city unless you got the right amount of CBDC or coin.
You can see how it's being built. Like I just know you see around Birmingham. Yeah, the outskirts like up the north side, like really from that top golf area on back in. That's the smart city. You're not gonna be able to come up in there. I don't care what kind of car. I mean, they gonna tell. They got them lights too, man. They can tell if you got
The blue lights.
right. Yeah. And they might be on now. They might just show you that to throw that nigga cunning, man. They know, and the motherfuckers up in there already.
And remember, you got this invisible status above your head. Like, you got these cameras placed everywhere, even the cameras that you can't see. And actually, you know, they got the face recognition. And it's a digital social status above your head, and you don't even know it, man. And like the elder said, if you don't have a certain number on your social status, you're not going to be able to come within the city, man. You're going to have to stay on the outskirts.
Social credit score.
Yeah, YouTube channel, and you opening up, you in Great Millstone, you off the radar, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because when you go into your TV, your YouTube TV, it got your
Profile.
your avatar. Like the video games, they got the icon of who you is. Right? As long as you got that phone on, they know exactly who you is. They know we all gathered up here today.
Exactly.
All the YouTube channels.
They knew it.
You got Common Sense, GMS Common Sense up here. Come on.
Verse 1, it says, the mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom, but the forward tongue shall be cut off.
Yeah. And we know they're cutting what? Esau legislations and laws. See? The kingdom of heaven, it tells you in Isaiah 2 how from Mount Zion shall my law go forth. So we gonna rule the earth. The legislation is gonna be the laws, statutes, and amendments of Yahweh Shah. Yeah.
It says the lips of the righteous know what is up, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh forwards.
You know that's Esau against, that's Esau's rhetoric versus the truth. Right. Period. You know?
Cain against Abel.
That's it.
The scripture said, let the words of my mouth finish my heart.
That's up to the sight.
That's right. That's it.
That's it, yeah. Ultimately, we teach about the kingdom. You know, along the way. This is not like a, you know, you come in and pat you on the, no, you know, you come in, you get acclimated, but it's not like a
Boys Club.
right. So, you know, you can hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. No, this is kings, you know?
Right.
Everybody got their own domain, how they rule.
That's it, man.
Place to get right.
And so you here, you discussing the matters, the weighty matters of the scriptures, man, to deal with rulership. That was Yahweh Shah was teaching about. Remember the disciples said, what we gonna have? We went right into the throne. Right. Yep, go ahead.
God, this is Proverbs.
Everybody got some.
Proverbs 10, verse 32 again. It says, the lips of the righteous know what is acceptable. The mouth of the wicked speaketh forwards.
Good. So we got anything else out here?
I got one.
Yeah, come on.
This is just based off of what you had spoke on earlier. So this is Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked upon him.
Right. So when this man think that he's gonna fulfill his wicked lot, which is come with this NWO, which is gonna be spearheaded by the sea help, the Most High is gonna take him out in the midst of that. Read it one more time, bro.
Job 20 and 22. In the full of his sufficiency, he shall be in strength.
Yep. If I can add, that straight's going into a position of difficulty. You took it right out of my mouth. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He's going to get put in a difficult position. And the Most High put him in a difficult position. Right. Because this devil is at his rulership. He at the end of his rulership. Right. It's time for his ass to go down, man. Right. You know, the scriptures say, with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown. That's it. Right. You got it, bro.
Job 22 again. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yeah, so when the Most High allow this man to think he's about to fulfill his plot, his wicked plot, like the brother said, he's going to be in a rough place, man. And that's what it is, man. And that's what we pushing for. That was it on that?
Job 20 and 22 continuing, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's right. So this man going to be ultimately put down, man. This man ultimately going to be destroyed. So, hey, brothers ain't got nothing else. You know, with that, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to double honor to the apostles and elders who taught us this truth, peace, and safety to the hopefully elect. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.